this video is for all the people out there who struggle to find time for self-care. You may feel rushed, overwhelmed, or maybe like no matter how hard you push, you never feel like you're on top of things. So even when you have the best of intentions to take time for self-care, it just seems to be something that never makes it to the top of your to-do list. That used to be me until stress caught up with me and demanded that I pay attention. In today's video, I will share a quick story about my stress-induced wake-up call and subsequent discovery of how even a brief period of relaxation can make all the difference. And then I'll guide you in a 5-minute meditation so that you can experience firsthand the power of a brief pause. I'm Stephanie Hahn, and I help busy people de-stress through easy and enjoyable practices like Yoga Nidra and art journaling. Back when my kids were young and I was juggling raising kids with household responsibilities and running my business, I used to think that I didn't have time to stop for even 5 minutes of relaxation. After years of pushing to do more, my body finally said, enough is enough, and gave me what I now call the gift of back pain. That back pain made me stop in my tracks and forced me to rest. And it started me on a journey of awakening, discovering the mind-body connection, learning to slow down, and becoming a yoga and meditation teacher along the way. But that was not until after I had spent a ton of time and money looking for solutions outside of myself. Chiropractic, massage therapy, physical therapy, Pilates, and on, for months. A turning point for me was when my osteopath gave me instructions to lie on my back every day for just 5 minutes with my knees bent, and importantly, with my eyes closed. So that meant I couldn't read or scroll on my phone or anything while I was doing it. I now know that this is called constructive rest. When she first told me to do it, I thought to myself, are you kidding me? That is impossible. I couldn't possibly stop for 5 minutes and just rest on my back like that. But they were doctor's orders. So I got creative and I decided that each evening during bath time, instead of my husband and I both sitting there while the kids were playing in the bath, he could sit there and I would go use 5 minutes of that time to do what the osteopath had told me. When I started taking those 5 minutes of rest each day, I remember being so afraid that if I stopped and rested like that, I'd be so exhausted that I would never be able to get up and get moving again. At least not with any real energy. That'd be dragging my butt through the rest of the day. But that's not what happened. Instead, I discovered the restorative power of even a brief rest. I've since gone on to experiment with different types of meditation, and I didn't like most of them. But when I discovered Yoga Nidra about 5 years ago, I absolutely fell in love. In particular, I find Yoga Nidra easy and enjoyable because it's typically done lying down, and you get to simply listen along to a wonderful guided journey. In a minute, I'm going to guide you through a short Yoga Nidra experience. In a typical Yoga Nidra experience, we would spend 15 to 30 minutes or even longer going through a variety of techniques to deeply relax the body, quiet the mind, and hover in a state of consciousness between being asleep and awake. But because today's session is only 5 minutes long, it'll include just a couple of techniques, some breath work, and a rotation of consciousness, a quick one. And that will help you relax quickly. Let's jump into that Yoga Nidra practice now. Find a comfortable position for today's practice, lying on your back or sitting comfortably. Allow your eyes to close. Notice your whole body. paying particular attention to the points of contact between your body and the floor or chair or whatever surface is beneath you. Notice your breath flowing in and out, and allow any tension in the body to drain out with each breath out. Now we'll take your awareness on a journey through the body. As I name each part, take your awareness there, perhaps visualizing a star, a blue star of healing light at each point, beginning at the point between the eyebrows, then the hollow of the throat, the right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, all the fingers on the right hand, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, back to the hollow of the throat, over to the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, all of the fingers on the left hand, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, back to the hollow of the throat, down to heart center, right upper chest, back to heart center, left upper chest, back to heart center. Keeping your awareness in the heart center. Imagine the breath flowing in and out through the heart. Each breath warming, softening the heart, filling you with love. Now slowly feel yourself beginning to rise back to the surface of awareness. Deepen the breath. Notice the physical body. Begin moving gently. Wiggling and stretching in whatever way feels good. And then, whenever you're ready, opening your eyes and returning to full wakeful consciousness, returning to your day refreshed. This practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Namaste. If you enjoyed that 5-minute Yoga Nidra experience, click the save button so that you can return to this video and listen to that again and again as often as you can, daily if you're able. And on days when you have more time, check out my other longer Yoga Nidra experiences on this channel. Increased energy, focus, creativity, and joy await. May our paths cross again soon. Thank you for joining me today.